Hey guys, welcome to my 10-minute total body toner, my second workout in my summer series. All you need today is a bench, chair, or short step. We're going to start off with 12 overhead squats. These are just demonstrations here, and then we'll get started with the actual rep count. Okay, from the side you'll see here. Arms up like a Y. I'm going to tap my hips down to the bench and stand tall, pushing through my heels and crushing the walnut, as I like to say, in the glutes. So let's get started here with 12 overhead squats to the bench. That's number one. Tap the hips and stand. The reason that we're using the bench is more of a target, more to help some of you that maybe are newer to working out understand good squatting technique. And it's also just a really nice way to begin our workout. A nice practice here is to inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. And by using a bench, depending on how high it is, you'll be finding a nice parallel depth. All right, up next, we're gonna do tricep dips. So I'll demonstrate here. Hands just outside the hips, like so. Shoulder width apart. Shoulders stacked over the hips, knees stacked over the ankles. We're gonna lower down till there's a 90-degree bend in the elbow, and then push back up. Keep those elbows in, and here we go. We're gonna do 12 total here. Let's begin on this one. Inhale down, exhale up. There's number 2 and 3. Very good. I'm going to be sure to be intentional with demonstrations today. That way, in 10 minutes, obviously it's fast and furious, but you'll get a nice demonstration and then we can do the reps together so you don't feel rushed and that every minute, every second of this workout is optimized. All right, very good on those 12 tricep dips, you guys. Up next, we're gonna use the bench or chair or step, whatever you're using, to elevate our feet to make our glute bridges a little bit more challenging. So your heels go right on the edge of the bench, knees are stacked over the hips, toes pointed up, and we're gonna exhale a drive. And we're just gonna jump right into these. These are fairly simple, so let's get started right here. There's number 1 and number 2. This one's great for the glutes and your core. It's just a nice exercise that can help prevent lower back pain. And it's just a really nice way to tone using your body weight. A great practice is to inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Really focus on squeezing that core as you drive. And again, use that little imagery of crush the walnut as you press the hips up. Again, we're gonna make sure that we hit all parts of your body today in a most functional way possible. All right, next we're gonna do 12 split squats per side. I've got 2 levels to show you. We're gonna start with level 1. Just spread the feet apart. You're not gonna use the bench at all. There you go, the back heel's elevated. Shoulders over hips, same in level 2, but now we're gonna pop the toes onto a bench behind us. Drop the knee down as far as we can. Here we go, let's do 12 together, level 1 or level 2. And on this one, don't overthink it. I just want you to think about trying to stack your joints. My front knee generally over my front ankle, my shoulders generally over my hip, and I'm just dropping that back knee down towards the ground. It's all about range of motion, you guys, so don't do level 2 if you're barely going up and down, okay? You really want to get that back knee as close as you can to the floor. This one's great for the quads, the glutes, and for your balance. Love this one as somebody that enjoys running, or if you enjoy hiking or walking, it's a functional movement for you as well. Again, let's switch sides, and there is level 1, just back foot on the ground, heel elevated, is level 2. In both versions, your back heel is off of the bench or step or the floor, okay? So that back ankle, I want you to feel like that's getting strong. Again, we're working on stability in the lower body by doing this split stance position. Even in level 1, it's a great balance training exercise. This is a tough one, so you should feel that heart rate coming up. Inhale down, exhale up. You always have control of the breath. Nice and smooth. 12 split squats per side. Excellent job. All right, up next, I'm gonna show you the level 1 option. We're gonna do step ups. If you are just getting into exercise, I recommend a small step like the one I'm gonna do here. Boom, step up to balance. All right, awesome. Here's level 2. The next time you do this, perhaps you can progress from level 1 to level 2. No pressure. Do what your body's asking you to do today. Now make sure you don't hit anything. I've hit that light a couple of times before when doing step up, so clear your area. Step up 1, or if you can, step up to, like I showed in level 1, a full balance position. All right, We're gonna go ahead and get started with 12 reps per side. Here we go. Drive through that heel. Stand tall. Don't be afraid if you get a few wobbles. Just have some confidence here. Again, this one's great. Just like the split lunge we just did, really works similar muscles, okay? We're working stability in the ankles, knees, and the hips. We're also strengthening the quads and the glutes here, all with our body weight. Both the split lunge and the step up are gonna get your heart rate up. So don't be alarmed if you feel fatigued here. If you have weights nearby and you'd like to incorporate them, this is a great exercise to incorporate weights in once you gain strength. Let's switch sides here. One thing I invite you to do is to push through the top heel, okay? So oftentimes it's easy for people to kind of get bouncy and push off the bottom foot. We really want to make sure that top foot is doing all the work, or the top leg rather. So here my left leg is doing 99% of the work, okay? I'm not pushing off or launching from my bottom foot. So knit that core together at the top, really squeeze your abs, crush the walnut in the glutes. That's a common theme today. Just to be taut through that midsection, keep a nice stable base, and I bet y'all are looking great out there. So thanks for diving into this. 2 great balance exercises, 2 great lower body exercises back to back. Definitely gonna make you work for it today, so hang in there. Nice work, you guys. All right, up next, we're gonna do 4 different variations of push-ups. So let me show you a couple options today, and you can choose the one based on how your body feels today. So we're gonna do a bench push-up, chest to bench. Okay, your next option is to do chest to bench, but kneeling. So that's a great option for you. Can really access the back on the bench. It's also a nice way to progress. From the kneeling push-up, this is another option for you, or the full push-up, probably the hardest one today, but I also do love a good bench push-up. All right, let's do 12. Variety is the spice of life, you guys. The main thing I'm looking for here is a strong core, a neutral neck, so try to avoid dipping your chin or letting your lower back scoop out. Just keep that plank at the base of your push-up. Exhale as you push the floor away, squeeze the glutes. You'll notice in the full push-up that I have a nice wide stance for a nice stable base. Same thing if you're doing this on the bench, tabletop, countertop, whatever you're working with. Super simple, rocked out those 12 push-ups. Let's move on to a very challenging exercise for today. Here's your demos. So I'm just gonna show you from the side first and then I'll rearrange, okay? So we're gonna do a stand from the bench on one leg. Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing here. We're just doing a lift off from the bench. If that's too much for you, you're like, you know what, I tried it, back not working for me, just do the overhead squats again than we did in the warm-up. We're gonna do 6 per side. Here we go, that's number 1. And it's okay, that first one, you notice me wobbling a little bit there. The first one's always a mulligan, just see where you're at. We're really working the hip flexors, again, the quads, but we're still, building stability in the knees and ankles as well. Any single leg exercise is gonna force your core to engage and all your joints from the bottom up to really work together. So challenge yourself here. You can tell I'm pretty focused. This exercise always pushes me. Okay, let's switch sides. We're just doing 12 total, 6 per side. Again, fire up that core. And kind of take note of what your body's doing. Is your knee rotating in or out quite a bit? That might mean that you have some weaknesses in your glutes, your hips. Obviously impossible for me to tell without knowing you and your health history, but watch what your body's doing. Are your toes digging into the floor? Is your ankle rolling in or out? That's going to be an indication of some areas you might need to be intentional about strength training. All right, well done. That was a tough one, but I wanted to challenge you a little bit. It's a good benchmark exercise every time you do this workout to see where you're at. Grand finale, we're just going to do a couple inchworms. So forward bend stretch, keep the knees straight as long as you can. Once you're in a plank, you're going to rotate, work that core a little bit. Walk those hands back, keeping the knees as straight as you can the whole time. Let's do that again. Stretch out the lower back and the hamstrings. Big twist, get those core muscles going. Touch those obliques, kind of get the whole body fired up to end. Working everything together here. Let's go again. Walk it out. Quick check at our time. We're coming in hot at 10 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up pretty quickly here, guys. This is a great way to start or end your workout. Walk it out again, squeeze the glutes, feet are nice and wide, big reach towards the ceiling, reach towards the ceiling. Again, working those shoulders, lower back, hamstrings, core. Just a great total body exercise that includes just body weight. So not a lot of equipment needed today, and you can really work with whatever you have and whatever your body feels like today. All right, this is our last one, and we're gonna hold for just a 15-second plank here. Just fire up that core, turn it on for the rest of your day, whether you're working out in the morning or night. Just energize that body, stay strong here. Remind yourself that you did great. You made the best use of 10 minutes that you possibly could. Bring those knees down, stretch it back into child's pose. Take some deep breaths in through the nose, into your belly, out through your mouth. Fantastic work today. Push those hands to one side and the opposite hip out if you want to get that lower back a nice little stretch. We'll do a few breaths on the other side. And don't forget, guys, we're going to be posting one of these once a week throughout the summer. So tune in next week for more fun. You're done. Thank you so much. Just remember to subscribe to stay up to date on any new sessions coming out. Thanks again, guys.